Dear students, today's our lecture is on water pollution. So this is the water pollution. You know, we have already started the first chapter from the unit third. Name of that chapter is the pollution. Yesterday we have studied one type of the pollution, that is the air pollution. So today we will start the another type of pollution, that is the water pollution. So simple sense about the water pollution is any undesirable change which makes the physical state or chemical state or biological state of water contamination, unfit for drinking. So that is called as the water pollution. In number of ways you can define the water pollution. Simply you can define the water pollution as a contamination of water. Contamination of water is called as the water pollution. And that contamination is by the toxic substances. Vishari substance, toxic substances that mix in the water and which is unfit for the drinking, which is polluted. So simply we can define the contamination of water by toxic substances is called as the water pollution. Dear students, remember, water is very essential for the life. Water is very essential for the living things. Water is very essential for the animal and plants. So that's why water is the soul of nature. Remember, water is the soul of nature. याचा अर्थ असा होतो की वॉटर हा निसर्गाचा आत्मा आहे. म्हणजे निसर्गाचा आत्मा म्हणजे निसर्गामध्ये जे जिवंतपणा आहे, प्राणी आणि वनस्पती जे काही लाईव्ह आहे, जिवंत आहे, सर्वायवल आहे, that is only due to the water. So that is only due to the water. So water is called as the soul of nature. The soul of nature. Here in your syllabus we have to study the sources of water pollution, then effects of water pollution and control of water pollution. How we will control the water pollution. Similarly, here in your syllabus, the sources, effects and control of air pollution, water pollution and soil pollution. So today we are studying the water pollution, so we will study about the sources of water pollution. Here in the center, here in the figure, in the center, the fresh water is shown. Means this is a water which is a fresh, not contaminated, not any toxic substance are mixed. It is a pure, and due to mixing the different pollutants, remember pollutants means the factor which causes the water pollution, that is called as the pollutant, or the toxic substance which makes the water pollution is called as the pollutants, or it is also called as the factors of pollution, factors of water pollution. So here sources of the water pollution is nothing but the pollutant of water pollution or factors of the water pollution. So see here the domestic sewage that mixes in the fresh air. So that domestic sewage means the sewage, the waste material from our animals, from our animal house, cows, buffaloes, goat, poultry. By anyways, the cleaning or making the clean of that house of the dog, house of the cows, house of the horse. So that sewage water from our houses, सांडपाणी, घरातलं सांडपाणी, धुण्याचं पाणी, भांडी बर्तन धुण्याचं पाणी, किचन मधलं वेस्टेज वॉटर. So that goes in the fresh air and that fresh water, and that fresh water becomes the polluted. So domestic sewage is one of the source which makes the fresh water as a contaminated water, means the pollution of water. Another type, the industrial effluents. Industrial effluents means the wastewater from the industry, factories. कुठली कंपनी असेल तर त्या कंपनीमधलं जे वेस्ट वॉटर आहे, so that water is mixed in the fresh water. So that is called as the industrial effluents. So industrial effluents becomes the pollutant of water pollution. Similarly, agriculture effluents. Agriculture, in our fields, in our crop, we are spraying the different types of the insecticides. So after the rainwater, due to the rainflow, that mix in the water bodies, that mix in the pond, that mix in the dam, that mix in the river, and that water becomes polluted due to the mixing of the agriculture effluents, due to the mixing of the industrial effluents, due to the mixing of the domestic sewage. Another type of the pesticides, agriculture effluents, pesticides. Agriculture, sometimes we are giving the agriculture fertilizers to the our crop. खत, आपण आपल्या क्रॉपला, आपल्या पिकाला खत टाकतो आणि समजा पावसाचं पाणी आलं तर काही प्रमाणात ते खत, म्हणजे खत युरिया आहे किंवा अजून जे काही खत आहे ते खत वाहून ह्या पाण्यामध्ये येते आणि हे पाणी जे आहे हे कंटॅमिनेटेड होते. So due to the mixing of the agriculture effluents, fresh water become the polluted. Pesticides spray, DDT, BHC, इंडोसल्फॉन, एंट्रीन, रोगर, अशा प्रकारचे जे पेस्टिसाइड्स आहेत, that pesticides comes in the fresh water and that become polluted. Washing and bathing. So some children are going to for washing or bathing purposes in the river, jumping in the river, jumping in the dam, jumping in the sometimes the swimmers, best swimmers, jumping in the well for swimming. So that water becomes the polluted. Some ladies from our houses taking the cloth and going to the river for washing that cloth, washing in the rivers. So that detergent, that soap, that mix in the water and that water becomes polluted. Water becomes polluted. So washing and bathing purposes make the water pollution. Insecticides mix in the fresh air, fresh water, and that becomes the polluted. Oil and dyes, these oils, transportation of oils through the water, through the seas, that making the water pollution. Radioactive, their wastage, dead animals. Some people are there having the habit, when there is animal death, any animal dies, then they are throwing in the river, they are throwing in the water bodies. So that water become polluted. So these are the different sources which makes the water pollution. We have to study the sources of water pollution. In examination, maybe the question describe in detail the sources of water pollution. So you have to write these sources of the water pollution. Then we will study the effects of water pollution. What is the effect? What is the cause of the water pollution or drinking the contaminated water? So there are number of diseases. The diseases are called as the waterborne diseases. म्हणजे पिण्याच्या पाण्यामधून होणारे आजार. So there are different types of the diseases which are waterborne diseases. So jaundice, cholera, typhoid, dysentery, diarrhea, etc. इत्यादी अजून खूप आजार आहे का जे वॉटरबॉर्न आहे, जे पाणी पिल्यामुळे होतात, दूषित पाणी पिल्यामुळे होतात, कंटॅमिनेटेड वॉटर ड्रिंकमुळे हे डिसीज होत असतात. देन देयर इज द O2 deplete. So due to the oxygen deficiency in the water, polluted water especially, so number of aquatic lives, they becomes in the danger zone. So they can suffocation, जीव घुटमळणे ज्याला आपण म्हणतो, पाण्यामध्ये ऑक्सिजन नाहीये. का नाहीये तर पाण्याचे प्रदूषण झालेले, सफोकेशन. And due to this oxygen depletion, due to the suffocation, so there is the death of aquatic life. There is the death of aquatic animals. So these are the effects of polluted water on the life, on the animals. And last from this water pollution, that is the control. So, friends, we cannot 100% control the water pollution, but we can we can minimize the water pollution. We can minimize. So, the sewage treatment, आपल्या घरामधून जे काही सांडपाणी वाहून जातो, गोठ्यामधून जे काही सांडपाणी वाहून जातो, त्याला आपण एक खड्डा करायला पाहिजे. त्या खड्ड्यामध्ये त्या पाण्याला सोडलं पाहिजे. त्या खड्ड्यामधून ते पाणी फिल्टर होऊन, पर्क्युलेशन होऊन जमिनीच्या डेप्थमध्ये जाईल. काही प्रमाणात तो कंट्रोल होईल. देन स्टॅबिलायझेशन, बाय मेकिंग द स्टॅबिलायझर्स और स्टॅबिलायझेशन वी कॅन कंट्रोल द वॉटर पोल्युशन. रियुटिलायझेशन, again reutilization, filter and filter, that is the reutilization. Remove the pollutant from the polluted water, and by making the strict laws, if anybody doing the water pollution, so give the prison, give the punishment by making or framing the laws, so we can control the water pollution. So remember, from the pollution, first type of pollution, that is the air pollution, we have studied yesterday. Another type of the pollution, that is the water pollution. In water pollution, the sources of water pollution, the effects of water pollution, and the control of water pollution, we have studied in today's period. Dear students, we are making the YouTube lecture. So you have to observe that, you have to listen that. You try to write the running point in your register. Notes we will provide. You read the books also. And if you found any difficulties, you can contact on mobile. And after the period, as early as possible, see this and send your message, present sir, your name. Dear students, in your BSc third year admission list, so there are, I will say you how many students are in the list of admission. So in the BSc third year list, there are 21 students, those having the zoology as an optional subject. 21 students. Out of that 21 students, only 15 students are present on this record. On yesterday's my period on air pollution. So only 15 students are listen and 15 students are observe that YouTube lectures. Where is the remaining students? Why they are not serious in the study? Why they are not serious in the YouTube lectures? Where are they? So please, all of you, attend the lecture from home. Now our duty is also from the home, work from home. So here the running points you can write in your register. In your smartphone, you see 1 time, 2 time, 3 time lectures about the water pollution. What is there? We have to study sources, effects and control. So it is a simple also. Read and read again and again. This year is the third year. No chances of the ATKT. We have to pass clear. This is the first graduation degree last year. So all of you be serious. If found difficulties, you can contact. We will try to solve your difficulty. So for today it is sufficient. In next period we will see another type of the pollution. So thank you very much. धन्यवाद.